Stay informed and stay in the know. Learn and interact with compelling conversation. Grow your mind and transform your thinking. This is the Bev Smith Show on the Empowerment Radio Network.
If you're in the Chicago area and you like what you hear about Dorothy Tillman, and you need to like it, she's not afraid. That's the main thing. That's why I love her. She stood tall with me. The three of us, the minister, the advocate, and the talk show lady. Standing tall. That's what we want you to do. Stand tall. Now, she's reporting on Chicago. Wherever you are out there, if you want us to look at what you're doing in your town, we need to be talking to each other again. We'll put the message out. Go to our website, thebevsmithshow@gmail.com. Email us. Let us know who you are. We're serious about this. Don't play with us, because we don't like to be played with. So, Dorothy, I cannot believe we're almost out of time. When you came on, you were so tired. You had arranged your day, and we don't have much time. I know. I got you energized. I'm so glad.
Your audience can listen to me every Saturday on VON.
At WVON. Tell them, and they stream the show. So if you're in England, because we just found out we had some people listening to us in England, want to say hello to the people who are in Japan listening to us at the military site there. My cousin is there, Wanda, Letha's daughter, and she says she's listening to the show. So if you want to hear more of Dorothy Tillman and find out what's going on in Chicago, go to WVON out of Chicago, and you'll get her time, and you'll get a chance to listen. So, Dorothy, what do we need to do? Because what I am upset about is that most of our civil rights organizations are quiet. We don't even have SNCC, CORE. I mean, I think we need a poor folks march again. I think we might need a tent city up there on Capitol here in front of the Republican building. We don't have any of that.
I think we got to first, we're going to talk off the air another day, too, because I think that the masses, when we called for the masses to march, they came. The masses always answer the call when the call is righteous, and they come out. And once the masses come out and they fight to move us to that next level, the people who move in the position that's supposed to help the masses step on the masses' head and disrespect them and don't give them nothing and talk about them. And our people go back. I've always thought that the masses would respond. That's why Mr. Gardner said, bring me 10,000. I knew we could bring some people out because he was doing something on their behalf. When Farrakhan asked for 1 million men, they came out. When the president first ran, black folks came out. When we do something, the masses will answer the call if the call is correct, because the masses are hurting. But the people who step in position after the masses answer that call have got to stop selling out the masses and treating them worse than the people who were in place before they got there.
Absolutely, and we need to historically make that clear, because I can hear someone going, oh, you mean Uncle Tom's? No, it wasn't Uncle Tom. It was Sambo that turned us in. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of, and I'm real serious about this, of the Sambos. You and I have been in this a long time.
Yes.
And we know what the Sambos do. They're blockers.
Right.
They want that invitation to the White House. They will sell their mama down the trail for that. And so, all right, so what is the next step for Chicago now? What will happen now?
Well, we got the group of the businessmen along with different community people all getting together and looking at, and it's like I told them, and that's why if you want to listen, WVON.com every Saturday morning from 6 to 8, or you can go on iHeartRadio, www.WVON.com, 6 to 8 a.m. on Central Time to listen, and we're telling you, but we're meeting, and right now we're looking at trillions, billions of dollars coming through Chicago, city, state, and federal, and we said we want it. And if we don't work, nobody working. We're not only going to look at just the construction job. We're talking about the private industry. We're talking about everything. We have got to do something. If we don't put our babies to work, and if we don't fight on behalf of the future of our babies, it's on our watch. Our children are not feeling protected, and our children are the only ones, our babies are the only ones in this country right now that nobody's looking out for, because you got grown-ups or folks who've gotten these positions looking out for themselves.
Absolutely. And we need to say to ABC is doing a documentary this week on the killings of blacks in the city. What we have to do as we are looking at the white government or businesses, or as we are looking at the colored, CULLUD, people who block and get in our way. What we have to also do is do what the Honorable Minister said when he said, there comes a time when you have to quit pointing your finger at the white man and look at what's happening with you.
Oh, no, you had the necktie. I believe in the necktie. South Africa. But I'm saying that we have really, Bev, we have got to come together and talk. Those of us of like minds, like we did with Mr. Gardner. When Mr. Gardner moved out, some of us came together, and we said we're going to move on this. We got to get a national thing in terms of what we're going to do here, and we got to be victorious.
Absolutely. But I think also that what we need to do, and George Curry has me writing about this, I really do believe that black women, and if we look at the history of our ethnic group, we have been the strong source. We've been the uniting source. I mean, come on now. You know as well as I do in Montgomery, it was those women, the help.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Ms. Robinson.
You know that because the men.
Ms. Robinson.
Yes, you know what the men did. You know what the men did.
Gregory, Ms. Robinson. All those women raised me. Those ladies raised me to be the woman I am today.
Well, you also know that the men were afraid, and a lot of the men tried to stop the women who were down in the basement on an old mimeograph machine. And if it's a tale, the late Mrs. Rosa Parks told it to me. She said they were down in the basement. They were turning out these mimeograms. All right, what we need to do, memos. We need a meeting with women because, see, we have to take responsibility. The other day, a young man with a bright future heard some noise, stepped to his door, young black man. I guess someone else's son shot him. He was shooting at random because we do not believe that a black life is precious anymore.
Yeah.
We don't believe that.
You're right. Let's just call a meeting. We got to get an organized meeting together.
Okay, I want a meeting. I want a meeting with, because we need to talk to each other. And we need to cut this foolishness out. We will go on TV and cut each other up and yell and scream and pull each other's hair over some. Anyway,
yes,
three-legged wonder. But
you and I are going to talk later about
yes.
how to pull together this.
Yeah,
what I'm angry about is ABC didn't talk to Bev Smith or Dorothy Tillman.
Well, that's because you and I, whoever's in those offices, they know about us, but we're not a part of the clique. Come on now, we have to tell it. We're not in with the in crowd. Even if we are, they're not going to be seen with us because they're afraid. If you get a Bev Smith on, what is she going to say? What is Dorothy Tillman going to say? And then they tell you, they tell you to your face. They say to you, you know what, Beverly, is too bad. The reason why you're poor is you're too black. Quit talking black. Quit talking black. What is talking black?
I said nobody tell folks they'll do something. That's why every Saturday at my 7 o'clock hour, I have a black moment. I play Lift Every Voice and sing, and then I go into black, 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 black. Take a deep breath. Let's go with our part 2 of our show. I play Lift Every Voice and sing the second half of my show every Saturday, and I have a deep breath, and I have a black moment. I said, don't that feel good?
Yeah, it does. It does.
One called me, Bev, and told me, said, Dorothy Tillman, I know what you mean because I be whispering black. And I didn't realize I was scared to say black till you start saying that.
Well, that's the way we used to be, Dorothy, when we used to whisper to each other or don't say anything. But here's the thing. We no longer need to apologize because every ethnic group celebrates itself. I have friends that are Polish. I have friends that are Italian. They call themselves Italian Americans. When I say I am an African in America, they want to have a dialogue about it. Right. There's a big story now that there's a group of people that want to declare from November till the end of the year White History Month. And so someone called me today and asked me what I thought about. I thought every day was White History Month. When I went
I want to celebrate with them. Tell them to call us so we can be with them because we really want to give them their damn history. Hey, come on, let's celebrate.
But you see, I don't want to get involved with them. I think if they want to tell the true story, because Columbus did not discover America.